The problem. When you look at this guy, I kind of want to like paint this side over here and find out the area of that side. And I also want to paint the top and find out the area. But when I'm just staring at a 3D object, there's kind of just numbers all thrown at it. If that kind of hurts your brain like mine, it may help you to look at it as a net. If you were to take scissors or a knife and like dissect this thing, and you cut the corner there, the corner there, the corner there, and you lay it out in front of you, this is actually what happens. This is called the net. This is called the prism. Both of them may pop up on tests. Sometimes you'll have this one, sometimes you'll have that one. Either way, we're gonna find the surface area of it. Let's start off down here. And I wanna find the area. Looking at this image, how many different rectangles do you see? I know there's 6 total because I can count. How many different rectangles are there? Talk to your partner for 15. Go. Do you agree? Do you agree?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them? Cool. 3 different?
No. Not 2.
3 are all different, right? Because that matches that, that matches that, this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. How many total do you see for this one, Peyton? How many total figures do you see, or how many total rectangles? There's 3 different ones. Here's the first one that we'll do. Put a 1 next to the front and the back. When you have rectangular prisms, there will almost always be 3 different rectangles we want to find the area of. Here's the problem. I don't have numbers directly next to either of these. Can I still find out the side lengths of this? Let's take a look. Well, I know this is 20, so that side also has to be 20. I'm going to use 20 as my first length. Put 20 there. What is the width of this one, Aaron?
The width is 15.
Okay, so I can use that as my second side. If it helps you, you can draw yourself a little square to the side and just label it like that. Not mandatory, you don't have to, but if that helps you just visualize it, go ahead and jot a little mini sketch. 20 times 50 in your calculators. Go. You've just found the first rectangular area. Ty, what'd you get?
300.
Here's the problem though. You don't just have one of these sides. How many total rectangles do you have, full class? 2. So what do I do with the 300 if I want the total of those 2, Parker? Yeah, let's multiply that by 2. Since these are both the same, you can take it and times it by 2. 300 times 2 is... Ty?
600.
Beautiful. Box this. We're going to use it later. 600 millimeters squared. Go to a second one. Let's make this one in red. We already did the front and the back. Let's go ahead and do the 2 sides. Here's one side here, and the other side is over here. Label that the side. And what are the side lengths of the side? What is the length and the width of this one, right?
8.
Good. 8 times 20, plug it in. What do you get? Hello? Yeah, yep. What is 8 times 20? Kiana, plug it in. You got it? What is it?
160.
Good. What do I do with 160 since I found one side? Raylan, what do I do with this number now that I found that
Times
one
it by
side?
2.
You can double it, and you will almost always double one side for a rectangular prism. 320.
Double it and give it to him.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
It's like they go to YouTuber will go to random stranger. They'll say like, "Do you want this apple?" Or
Oh, I get it. I kind of like it. So they have 2 apples, but it could be like money, like $100.
And then they're like, "You want these 2 apples?"
And then somebody always ends up getting like a massive
500
amount of
apples.
whatever.
I like it. Nice. All right, last one. You have the side. You have front and back. The only one that I'm missing right now, Hunter Anthony on task. Jonah, what part am I missing?
The base.
Beautiful. What is the side length of the base, Jonah? Keep going. Raylan talking to? Jonah, what's the side length of a base?
The side length is 15 and the base is 18.
Great. Let's multiply it and see what we get. 15 times 8 is, Meta, tell me when you got it.
120.
And what do I do with that, Georgia? And give it to the next person. What do I do with all three? So we've just found how much this is, how much that is, how much that is. Ty, what should I do to get my final answer?
Add them.
Beautiful. Take 600, 320, and 240 and add them together. 600 plus 320 plus 240. You have a calculator, might as well use it. You could add these by hand, but we don't need to. What's my answer that you got, Cooper?
I got 1160.
Good. And label it for me, Cooper.
Square millimeters.
You got it. Okay. First surface area done. On to bigger and better things. Here's one thing I want you to be aware of. Notice that rectangular prisms all come with sides that are in pairs. So if you have a rectangular prism, you can automatically think, I just got to hunt out 3 sides. I don't need to do 6 different sides. Once you have those 3, you're on your way to the answer. Can you read number 2 for me, please? Anthony, Aaron is making.
Aaron is making a jewelry box of wood in the shape of a rectangular prism. The jewelry box will have
We'll have the dimensions.
the message shown. He tends to spray paint the extra of the box. How many squares this is will he have to put?
Chico talking one. This huge explanation and question is really just asking for the surface area. Here's how you know. You're looking at spray paint, and I know that if I paint the outside, I'm finding the area of every side. Let's dive into this and see what it should look like. I don't have a net for this guy, which makes it a little bit harder, but we can still do it. Let's go ahead and do the first one. I'm going to do the top and the bottom again. Label number 1, top/bottom. For now, in the notes, I want you to draw a sketch of the top and the bottom. So I'm going to say this guy right here is the top and bottom. What are the side lengths of this top? I'm scanning for any of the numbers. What 2 numbers would you use for this one, Hunter?
The top, like the
I'm going to do the top like that. Yeah.
6 and 15.
Let's take a look, Hunter. I'm using the top and the bottom. So what I'm actually finding is this shape right here. What would the 2 numbers be for that one?
12 and 15.
Hunter, go ahead.
12, 15.
Yeah. If that confuses you, like me, and I can't really look at that box visually, you need to jot these out for your homework in bronze. If you can get it and you're getting 100% through today's bronze work, go ahead and just label the top and the bottom. You don't have to sketch it. This part's optional once you hit bronze, but for now, you need to write 12 and 15. Put that little box on your paper. Nice. 12 times 15 is your area. Calculate it and tell me the answer, Ty.
180
Good. Since there are 2 of those, Ty, what do you do to 180?
times it by 2.
Good. 360 inches squared. Box it and move on with your life. We'll save that for later. You've done the top and the bottom. Check off those, but we need something else. Let's go ahead and do the side lengths. I'm going to sketch this portion to the side. The side length is there and there. I'm going to sketch it just to the side like that. Okay, looking at the sides, what are the 2 numbers that I want to use for the sides, Chico?
Question: is that a 6 or a 1?
This is a 6. Raylan, 3. Talk to your partner in 10 seconds. What numbers are you going to use for this side? Go.
I think 15 is good.
You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baylor, what numbers would you like to use?
6.
And You got it. 15 times 6, plug it in. What's your answer? Josh, let me know when you have it. Beautiful. And box it, save it for later. 180 is your second. Last sides. You've done the top and the bottom. You've done the two sides. The last pair you haven't done is the front and the back. Label number 3 with front and back. I'm going to sketch that one last time over here. My front and my back looks like this. What are the two numbers that you want to use for the front and back? Talk to your partner, 7 seconds, go.
What? 12 and 180.
Go ahead. Parker, what numbers do you want to use? Beautiful. There's the 6, there's the 12. That will work. 12 times 6 is? Parker, what'd you get? Good. Okay. You found your 3 sides. What do you do with those 3 now, Meta? You have all 3 total side lengths. What do I do with those 3? 360, 180, 144. You got it. Group them together. That is your final surface area. Plug that in your calculator, 380 or 360, 180.
That gotta be a different way to do this.
Hey. I am. Yeah, it's on the way. Thanks. Uh-huh. Yes. What's the final answer? Cooper, what'd you get?
684 inches square.
Thanks for adding the units. You have one-ish problem, maybe, maybe not. Yeah. Example 3 is slightly different. Take 20 seconds. What is different about?
Oh, that's a star. We had to do this with triangles.
It's a net.
Oh Lord, it's gonna take forever.
I wish you didn't. 3, 2, 1.
Right there. I don't want to read it.
Hunter, what do you see?
I
What's
see
different?
some triangles and a square.
Beautiful. There are triangles in a square. Check your swag, sit up straight. Last-ish example, we might do one more after, we'll see how far we get. Hunter, how many different triangles are there?
Different triangles. Those all look the same.
Jonah talking 1. These all look the same. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, there's triangles, but they're all the same. So I'm going to take that triangle and I'm going to multiply it by 4. There are how many different squares, Heather? There's 1 square. So I'm thinking, okay, that's the easy one. Just get that number. You don't have to multiply it at all. There's just 1. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with that knowledge. Start out with your triangles. What's the formula for the area of a triangle? Riley?
Base times height
Over 2. Base times height divided by 2 will work. And let's look at the base and the height of the triangle. They give me a height that's 4, but they don't show the base right here. Cooper 1. What would the base of this triangle be using the knowledge that I have with the square? Josh, turn. Cooper.
I just wanted to have a quick question. Would it technically be a blunder because you did not add the into the measurement?
This one?
No, on this one, on the triangle.
It just says 4.
No, it should.
Oh no, you can still do that problem. We're just gonna call it units. Yeah, there's no inches. It's just a unit. If they don't have feet or a measurement like millimeter, yeah. We'll clarify when we get the answer though, Cooper. Cooper, can you keep going though? What's the base of this guy?
That would be 3.
You got it. If they don't give you the number, you can look at this square or just count how many units there are. There's 1, 2, 3 boxes. This would be 3 units total. 4 times 3. Divide it by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. What do I do with the number 6 from here, Kiana? How many different triangles were there? Or how many total triangles?
4.
There's 4. So take the 6, multiply it by 4, and box 24 units squared. Save this one for later. And move on. Chico talking to. You can just do it yourself. You don't need to ask our team. Aubrey, what are the side lengths of the square that they give me? Anthony 1. Not right now, during partner work. So 3 is both of those. How do you find the area of the square? 3 times what? Length times width. What is the width of this thing? It's 3 again. So 3 times 3 is going to be your square. 9 units squared is the answer for that one. Baylor, what's my final step?
What?
What's your final step to get the surface area? I've just found all of the triangle surface area. That was 24. I found that square. That was 9. What do I do with those two numbers?
You add them?
You do. 24 plus 9 is what answer, Rafe?
123 units squared.
That is incorrect. Check the board. Yeah. I think you may have multiplied. No. Take a look and see if you can find your blender. What's 24 plus 9? Jonah?
24 plus 9, I got 33.
You got it. I'll keep that up there for 10 seconds, Rafe. Try to find your blender and fix it. 33 is the answer. Parker, save it for after class, please. You try this one on your own. Yo, try it. Go. Pencils on paper. I'll give you a minute to start. Chico, what's the base and height of my triangle?
Decent height would be 3 yards and 2.5.
Okay.
I do that wrong. Oh, for the pyramid, those are triangles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I did do that right.
If you have not finished the triangle, look at the boards. I have 2.5 times 3 divided by 2, 7.5 divided by 2, and then we have 3.75 for each triangle. Raylan, turn. The total triangle surface area for all 4 is 15 yards. How do I find the area of the other shape? Anthony.
Times it by 2.
Which one do I times by 2?
15.
How many total triangles were there? 1, 2, 3.
Times by 4.
Okay, so I did times it by 4. 3.75 times 4 was 15. We got that. Go to the square. Anthony, what's the 2 side lengths of the square?
3.
Okay, multiply it together. 3 times 3 is 9. What do I do with those 2 sides, Braden?
Grab.
The 2 surface areas are added. And my final answer should be what? Reagan.
24.
24 yards squared. If you got a blender, fix it. We are going to go past example 4. Flip your page past the you try and go to partner practice.
We got one problem on each page. I know that was not intended.
It was.